This weekend, two powerhouses on the Mid-South performing arts scene will come together in kind of a marriage for the first time on stage.
I like the way you put that. The Iris Orchestra is teaming up with the Tennessee Shakespeare Company for an extremely special event. Principal conductor Michael Stern is here with violinist Benjamin Peled, who came all the way from Amsterdam for this performance via Chicago. We're glad to have you both here.
Private joke.
That's it for sure. Benjamin, so glad to have you here as well. Kind of tell us your story, especially the connection with the violin there.
Well, I started playing the violin when I was 7, and as many young violinists fell in love with Itzhak Perlman, watching him on TV on Sesame Street. I was one of those as well. And it sort of went from there, and I got a job in the Royal Concertgebouw Orchestra in Amsterdam after university. So I moved there. I've been living there for 5 years.
Do you love it there?
It's a different experience, and it's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
But I also miss home sometimes.
I can imagine. So what is it about the violin that kind of pulled you in or attracted you to that instrument in particular?
It's just a beautiful sound. There's something about it that captures people's souls. I don't know. It's something special. I don't know.
Did you ever, like as a teenager, try to veer to another instrument or rebel against your buddy the violin or anything like that?
No, it wasn't always my buddy.
That was 4 hours of practice every day.
Exactly.
No.
So what made you stick with it? Your mom? Your dad?
My
or just
teacher and my
inside?
parents, yeah. I had an idea that I could go somewhere with it, but I had to stay focused.
Did they say, "You'll thank me later"?
Yes.
I'm sure you heard that a time or two. Michael, you guys are doing something, as we mentioned earlier, very special, teaming up with the Tennessee Shakespeare Company. This is going to be really unique, very cool.
This is, I think, going to be tremendous. It's the first time that we're hooking up together. Dan McCleary, who's, of course, the director and artistic soul behind the Tennessee Shakespeare Company, and I had this idea to do this collaborative treatment of A Midsummer Night's Dream in a very, very different way than you might expect. We are excerpting mostly the dream sequence in the middle of the play and playing a wonderfully imaginative score by Michael Gandolfi, who's a contemporary American composer, a really wonderful setting of the drama, but we're doing it in a way where the actors weave in and out of the orchestra setup. The orchestra musicians are part of the drama.
Wow.
They have lines, they play off of us, and the whole thing is this kind of magical reimagining of the story, and it's a really, I think, cool idea.
So, Michael, were you a bit surprised? I mean, with the acting skills of some of the musicians
and
there?
Were they a little nervous?
We have yet to complete the rehearsal process. So let's see. I'm not sure that they should hold their breath on Oscar night or Emmy night.
And well, if you haven't rehearsed either, what if they say, "Michael, I'm not so sure"?
Yeah, well, the delivery of my lines is actually making me more nervous than anything else.
I bet. Were they a little nervous, a little intimidated by that?
I don't think so. I think that, listen, Iris has always been, I mean, the one word that I would always use about Iris is intrepid. We sort of take on all challenges. We like to push the envelope, but we also are a family. I mean, it's great that Benjamin came back all the way from Amsterdam. He's actually been playing in Iris for 10 out of our 11 years.
So you're a member of the family.
He's definitely a member of the family, and you know, a member of one of the great orchestras of the world, and still part and parcel of what we do here. And that's really the secret of Iris, and everything that we can contribute back to the community. But also to imagine this program with these 3 really different works, all of which were inspired by drama and stage things, but the first piece a little bit differently. The Copeland Appalachian Spring, of course, written, an iconic American work written for the stage from Martha Graham's dance company. But the first work, the Wagner Siegfried Idyll, was written by Wagner as a present for his wife on Christmas morning, after the morning after she gave birth to their first son. And she opens the door of her bedroom on Christmas morning, and the musicians are all gathered on the circular staircase around in their house playing this piece. So it's not technically a stage piece, but I thought that was a pretty dramatic way to welcome. And you know, I'm the father of 2 children, and he put me to shame in terms of the presents that I gave my wife after we had kids.
A few roses.
I can't compete with that.
What an entrance there. What an entrance there for sure.
I'm just thinking, I hope she had time